Aloha, mis amigos. It is I, here, ready to cast this beautiful game, and it will be a beautiful game, even if beautiful for all the wrong reasons, against Shanghai versus the Seoul squad. Here, casting with me, I have Cheeto. Brett, as you may know him. Brett, go ahead and tell us about your history with one of these teams in particular.
I'm a proud leader of Seoul, and we're gonna win this game.
And
That's
with
it.
that completely unbiased co-caster, we can go ahead and launch right in to the game.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Now, here starting off, we're going to have one of perhaps the best maps in the game.
Oh, it's not snowy. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
I like the snowy version.
Yeah, snowy version, pretty good. Unfortunately, we're not really allowed to use any of the special versions of the maps because people in the league are lame. Yeah, that's right. You, the person watching this right
Whoa.
now, I'm calling you out. Anyway,
Hold on, I don't know my controls for the thing.
well, that's okay, because mine is the camera, so while you get your thing sorted out, I'm going to go ahead and give a brief preview of what we have cooking up here in the Shanghai stew. We got...
Oh, I got it.
We got Lux on the Hanzo here. Not a bad idea. I would say that Hanzo is still probably a pretty overpowered DPS hero. I think that as soon as Goats dies, that will kind of be brought back up and he'll be nerfed down as is necessary.
What is Soul doing? I'm hoping
we'll
Soul's doing works out.
We will get
I'm hoping it works out.
Other than that, pretty standard. Soldier's an interesting pick. Crinkleton on the Zenyatta can never really go wrong. But something that you can go very wrong with is whatever Soul is doing right now.
What I'm hoping that it works out. I have no audio and it's so weird.
They're just... Yeah, and now they've teleported. They've teleported up top, they're in position, they've completely left their bastion exposed, and he's
That
dead.
wasn't, yeah. Did Justin have his interact key bound? I don't think he did.
I feel like, and this is just me, but there was probably a slight miscommunication as to where they would like stay with the shield. Dakota is also like stuck in the enemy base and just managed to get out because no one really noticed that the sim never died. And now we have dive tanks and a tracer. Still have the sim. That's changing. Thank God.
I have a feeling that, oh yeah, alright, yeah.
This is like full.
I was still
mega
thinking
dive.
about a Widow.
Like this is a weird kind of dive, to be honest. Let's see how it works out for him. Austin's in the thick of things. He's in the middle of the entire enemy team. He's gonna bubble, try and keep himself alive a little bit, and then immediately leaves the bubble. Meanwhile, Crinkleton will get taken out by
nice
shots
shot,
with the res coming through. It's actually going to be quite a huge advantage now for the Soul team.
Yeah, Soul's won this fight.
Yeah, it looks about right to me. Hajmir currently kind of getting in a little bit of a soft duel with the Hanzo, eventually winning that out just around the time that Soul takes the first point. They now have 6 minutes to go after the rest of this. How do you think they're doing so far?
Oh, they're doing well. It's like Dakota just needs to get that EMP. With a single EMP shoot, they can easily win that fight, like the next fight.
Single EMP, they can easily win, so let's go ahead and see.
Oh, big hack.
Try and, grind it out. Already up 20% from where.
Oh, alright, they traded.
Trades are going to be way more valuable for the defense, even despite the fact that
Crank
they
it
have
down.
that res. However, that EMP might be the thing that puts things in Soul's favor. Just maybe the hack kind of comes through, although not able to get the beat taken out because they used the EMP earlier. It doesn't even seem to matter. The question is, will anyone even be able to contest here? We can't really see right now, but Dr. Koala is coming in with the Graviton.
I think they can survive through it. Yeah, they did. Ooh.
Survive through it, except for Dakota. And now
Yeah. They've lost this fight.
They may have lost this fight, but they have won so much in exchange, taking 2.5 ticks and still having 5 minutes left to go. I really feel like they're doing themselves a disservice by not just running to the cliff's edge and throwing themselves off, going back to their respawns. They fed a lot of full charge, and they probably wanted to.
Now they definitely need that EMP for the next push.
Well, luckily for them, that fight went on for so long, they're basically on their next rotation of ultimates.
EMP is actually so stupid.
I feel like
the whole hero
was destroyed. I feel like Sombra is actually probably one of the more balanced heroes in the game right now. But in team play, EMP can be very, very deadly if used correctly. We'll see whether or not Dakota finds the opportunity to use that first. Needs to grind out just a little bit.
She's got it.
There we go.
She's got it. Ooh. Oh, she couldn't get it. If she, just like a millisecond before that, and Winston would have died.
But still, Abby and Lux take
Huge track on that.
Now Swaggin.
Dude, Dakota's
Lucio
popping
should
off.
be the next to fall. Yeah, Dakota is certainly doing a lot for her team right now. Now, up high, there's a really good position for Sombra players. It allows them to get off hacks and damage without having to be in trouble themselves and forcing them to translocate away. Lucio will try and keep things alive with this sound barrier for a little bit longer, as well as he may in the icicle, but there's only so much that you can do, especially now that the main attack didn't have any cooldowns anyway, but now doubly sure doesn't have those available. Hajime still trying to chip away at the enemy team, get all of the damage out that he possibly can. It's just not quite enough until Dakota leans in. Everything else is needed. That'll be round 1 finished.
It's a good round.
I would say so. So do you feel like Seoul kind of uses kind of at least in that composition, it feels like Dakota is kind of the sort of linchpin of the Seoul team, because it seems like it to me. Like Hajime was certainly there and Boston's was certainly around, but it feels like their strategy kind of begins and ends with how effective Dakota can be and how quickly she can farm that EMP.
Yeah, I agree. Is that she opens up fights with that EMP, which makes space, which allows the team to make more space for the Sombra to charge up more EMPs, which I think is like what Sombra is mainly about. It's like the team should work around the Sombra in order for her to reach her full potential.
Well, they've decided that while Sombra may have been good on offense, it's not quite the defensive powerhouse that they're looking for, so now they're leaning back onto their other DPS, hoping that Hajime will have the tracking necessary, or maybe even that Dakota will have the ability necessary in order to keep Hajime alive while he slowly chunks down the enemy team. Double shield tanks, they're not going to have anything like a defense matrix if the enemy decides to run things like a Horror or Junkrat, maybe even Ana into this, but we'll see how it ends up working out for them as the Shanghai team none the wiser begin their approach and finally scout out.
Oh man.
Lux will be taken out very quickly, but someone's already trying to cap the points.
Yeah, Jot's on that tracer.
Yeah, sweeping, swagging away. No
The
real
team's split
progress
up
made for
now.
anyone yet.
Tracer stuck without a recall, which could be Oh, never mind. She still manages to get a pick.
Yeah, but the picks are still going in favor right now for the Seoul team. That could change very quickly as Dakota gets taken out.
Oh, Hunter gets a big
Body
red.
blocking for Hajime as best as he can is the Orisa, and that will end up paying dividends. Seoul will hold on to this. So
I'm gonna try and get them to do a tactic I have used with them before when I queued with them. It's so
Would you like to
effective.
share this secret strategy?
pretty much where the Bastion is now. Or the comp is Orisa, Hog, Farah Bastion, Mercy, Moira, and you all just set up like just a bit behind where they are, just at the edge, the back edge of where Soul's set up now, and it's so broken.
How do you contest a point then?
Oh well, yeah, when they contest point, Bastion stays where he is, whilst Bastion stays with one of the tanks, and then the rest of the team pushes down.
The turrets are the best member of Soul right now, by the way. So that's play of the game.
Oh my
okay.
god.
There you go. I mean, we knew that this game would be dirty. We knew that this game would be kind of messy, rough around the edges.
I didn't expect him to do this well. I thought it was gonna go like last round with that comp where they don't do too well when they have to switch it
I would like
up.
to point out, this has literally no bearing on the game whatsoever. Hajmir just looked at the teleporter that was put for him to get from point A to point B faster. He looked at it, he walked right past it, and took the long way. I have no idea why I did this. I actually don't get it, but I appreciate it. It's very American, I feel.
Muhammad needs to be charging up that. That is what I don't see he's doing that well. Ooh, that's a
almost
big EMP.
certainly blitzed down, but
Even
way he's kept alive until right then. Finally taken down. Things are getting a little bit choppy there until
another one fight.
Everything. I mean, what do you do?
Dude, Dakota is actually doing really well this game.
Like Hajmir is the bait to trick the enemy team into getting close enough for Dakota to murder all of them. Like, that's it.
That could be like another
time,
strat. What you just said. That could be another strat using the thing as bait, using the Bastion as bait for them to push in and
baiting them into like all of your turrets. I can see that.
Yeah. That's a big brains.
But in the Hajmir.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is kind of weird right now. This is kind of. And
they're gonna have to res.
There's only 10 seconds left to go here. Hajmir has his tank configuration. He can end it.
They're still getting
right
them
now. He's trying to chunk down the monkey, and while he'll probably eventually succeed, probably a couple of other things that could be better suited for that ultimate. And with that, Soul is gonna get the big thumbs down. They're gonna have to give up point A. It could have absolutely been holdable. Dakota tried so hard, it just wasn't quite managing it at the very end.
I think it kind of went wrong when Justin decided to go out and focus the Bastion. That just got picked off really quickly.
Well, it's unfortunate for them, very fortunate for Shanghai, who will now get another chance.
They're just copying strats now. They're just copying strats. What is this?
Just
not even
absolute
not even
nonsense.
original.
Just copying strats because they have nothing else to show for it. Soul has
actual plebs.
Actual plebs. Jeff, please nerf plebs. I don't even know.
Abby's one. Hash with the big pick. Big charge.
Good job, boss.
Look at Muhammad go. Absolute unit. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Absolute nutter. And now they're set up top. Bastion has 400 health. Like, I think 200 of that is armor. This is. I wouldn't want to play against this. I would leave a comp game. If I saw this, I would leave the game. Hajmir also has tank configuration. Justin has Orissa's ultimate. Like, this is a weird kind of.
Oh no! Look at that! Look at that! They're gonna. Oh, they have no shield. Their Bastion's really open at the moment.
Well, that is a clusterfuck. And they're gonna give up a tick.
Huge pick. Yeah, that's.
They eventually ascend to the
I think
point
that's
in order to
another one,
stop
right?
it, and
Ooh.
they will win this fight regardless. Hajmir pops his ultimate kind of a weird time. It was a bit of a waste, but he maybe did enough damage to possibly justify it. Dr. Kowal is still struggling up here, will eventually get demeched. Probably just going to be left there now. He could actually use the turrets to suicide himself a little bit faster, but Jots is going to do him the favor and get him right back into the enemy team Shanghai's spawn.
Dude, Seoul's just stopping each one of their pushes. Units.
That is a pretty succinct way of putting it. I agree. Seoul is just stopping their pushes. Isn't that wild?
It's big casting. 200 IQ.
200 IQ. Swaggin is kind of looking around. I don't think that he really knows where he can go. He can't follow his team. They're all very mobile and dive tanks. It's just kind of him and Moira lagging behind everyone else.
I think they should know that they're going down now. Yep. That's a quick pick.
Yeah, Esmer takes that lust. That's basically the push dead already unless Abby gets in a res. And I think, frankly, it's way too dangerous to actually try and pull that off. Hajmir is completely shielded by up to 3 shields, really, at any given time. Because Dakota can use Photon Barrier, Orisa exists, and Reinhardt's shield exists. So Hajmir can get all of the shielding, literally all the time.
I think Shanghai's just they switched. Alright. But they were forcing the Bastion just because Seoul used the Bastion. I think that's where they went wrong.
Monkey's just dead. Like, anyone who's ever played Monkey will know you don't play Monkey against Bastion because you don't win. It's not fun, and you don't win. Hajmir being
Look at Hash, look at
yeah. And now
huge res.
Look at Dakota, the actual carry, going around one after another, not confirming any kills, but certainly doing the lion's share of the damage, and that's why she's the one on fire, and it's looking more.
I think they're gonna.
Like Seoul.
Are they saying up top? Oh, it's a 1. It's a 1. It's huge.
Absolutely massive.
That's the performance I like to see.
I like
from
to
the
see
alpha
it
team
as well. I don't just like to see it. I love to see it.
Oh no, let's see this. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's not even the one I expected.
This is literally the end of the game. Like I said, didn't really confirm any of those kills, but did so much damage,
Big
that
damage.
you can't even deny how important they were.
Yeah, 46 limbs. Look at that. No
Jesus
healing.
Christ.
Well, no healing cards.
And now, I'm very proud to put the first. I'm very proud to put the first point here of this round for the Seoul team, which I'll be honest, I didn't expect to be doing.
Wow. Nah, but Shanghai messed up with going with the Bastion just because Seoul used Bastion. It worked out at the beginning for the push to cap the first point, but after that it just didn't work out. They should have swapped straight like after the first push on point B.
Yeah, I can agree. And now we move on to the fantastic, holy, snowy hillsides of Nepal. Let's see whether or not our boys can, our boys on the Shanghai side, and Abby, I guess, can pull things together a little bit and even up the score line in this series, because Lord knows they're going to have to try and find some way to deal with the 2-punch combo that is the Seoul DPS lineup. And again, that is not something I expected to be saying, but here we are.
Nipple. I actually hate this map. On EU I do at least.
Here's the thing. I think that this is probably a pretty okay map. I think it's in general, I like control maps, except for except for what is it? It's the one with ruins. Ah, what is its name?
Ilios.
Ilios. Ilios is the worst map in the game.
Yeah,
No one
I'm
can
not a
convince me
huge fan
otherwise.
of it. The main thing putting me off in the power is on EU. There's always Faras on there. Like you always either get goats or Faras. At least that's what I get in my game. So I just don't like this map.
Understandable. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and check and see. We are good to go. Oh yeah. Hold on. Bruh. What?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm getting accused of talking shit. What have I done?
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, Plug's playing.
Plug is subbing in for
swag.
Swag. Wow. Swag denied. Alright, and now I think that we are good to go. Let's get right into it. Nepal, as we mentioned earlier, is should be a pretty good map. Let's see whether or not Seoul can keep their game-winning formula going. Let's get right into it.
Typical Muhammad comment. Pinging Plug saying you finna die, baby. It's a unit. Plug's going Bastion, 100%. I'm telling you. Okay, what Plug's gonna play is Bastion or McCree, and he's gonna fan the hammer.
God damn it. God damn it. Immediately.
You see, big brain.
Big brain. Large mind.
Oh. I see Soul with that comp. And I think this is gonna work out on this map.
See, I think this is okay. They're gonna start running into problems because they're not going to have anything to deal. Like, so they basically, if Plug is able to find a position to deadeye for a long time and somehow not get instantly deleted by like anything, then he's going to eventually get enough power with the Deadeye to break through shields and kill someone anyway, right? Then there's also Lux, who can...
Yeah, the fire is going to be a big problem, because it melts through Bastion. It melts through Bastion.
Yeah.
So they're just going to set up straight onto point. And I think the turrets are going to be a big part here.
It's interesting to me that they didn't...
The flank? Oh, they're going in with the little flank.
Little flank seed. I can see Johnson's already dead. That's going to be pretty devastating for Soul, to say the very least.
Oh,
now,
Muhammad, wait, Muhammad! The madman!
I mean, he did his job.
Oh, they get the rest. They get the rest. Oh.
Point is already captured for Soul now. While they probably won't be able to hold on to this point, it's just kind of a matter of them trying to keep it going for as long as possible. Although, even in saying that, they're playing in Dakota's world now. She's fully charged up and ready to go, and no one's quite killed her yet. She's melting through that Rhine. Lux finally brings her down, but with 18% for Soul. That's right. Their percentage is technically legally old enough to vote in the US of A.
Hello. Group up with me. Group up.
Yeah, Muhammad's a little aggressive on Rhine.
I would say so, yeah.
He's a little aggressive.
Least. Let's see how our boy Pluggy Plug is doing over here.
Oh,
And in saying that, we must see action of Lux being afar and killing everything in sight.
oh no. Alright. TP.
Ashmere
I don't
is
think
gonna set
Hash
up.
has
He
his
sees Lux
interact key.
in the air, wants to try and gun him down, but doesn't quite get it. He probably could have if he just committed to shooting at him, keeping that tightened spread going. Not quite. Now they're set up. Ryan's charge is gonna come through.
Oh.
Yeah, not quite
It's a
gonna
big.
find
That's
anything there.
a big play by Justin.
I'd like to point out, yeah, Justin being pretty big-minded by fortifying himself so that the Ryan pin went straight into him. Justin's now sitting on top of his Bastion. Okay. Trying to get back on top, but Bastion's not
I'm
having it.
gonna.
Bastion will not be the power bottom of this relationship.
They used barrage, which I think wasn't a good idea because they could easily wipe out like that whole corner with a barrage. Oh, huge shot and grab.
Now, well, okay. So Shanghai will win this fight, but I would like to say,
Shanghai used everything.
Mr. Plug over here, Mr. McRight Click. I would like to point out how funny the imagery was of Plug going in, trying to flashbang an entire team of people, and just instantly being mowed down by a Bastion that was behind a shield. That made me... I had to stop. I couldn't talk because I just couldn't... I had to stop myself from laughing. But now Hashmir's going in. There's no laughing matter. He's in that tank configuration. He's ready to blow some stuff up. Not nearly as well as Lux just blew up Jots. A lot of reses coming out. A lot of things happening. All in all, it's still in favor for... It should be Seoul, not Seoul. It should
Oh,
be,
look at boss! Look at the unit.
I'm so confused. Because when I look at Dakota, she just seems to be winning every single fight she's in. But then I look at the kill feed, and it seems like Seoul is losing the fight. But then it doesn't even matter. Jesus Christ.
They should have like one more push or maybe two more.
Yeah, this should probably come down to one fight here. We're at about that time, unless this next fight ends very quickly. Slam down comes through, doesn't actually find anything, but Hashmir gets Lux.
Seoul has
down. All the damage here now in favor for Seoul. They should absolutely win this fight. However, because it wasn't that prolonged.
Oh,
there's still
Assassin held on for that shatter for too long. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still going to be maybe a. No, I don't think so. It's either
Oh, my cat's
Crackleton or
here.
bust. No one's gonna make it in time. Seoul get the first point.
Yeah, Assassin could have used Shatter when I was spectating him, and he could have got both of the supports. And I could have
Well, you know,
changed favor.
I guess that Mr. Assassin wasn't so good at pulling the trigger. Get it? Pulling the trigger on his ultimate. You get it? You get it?
Wait, isn't it a button though? It's a button.
Yeah, but it's a figure of speech.
I will be your shield.
Now,
My cat's on my desk.
again,
Good boy.
Seoul is just doing much better than I really could have expected. I don't know how
Shanghai can't do anything against this comp.
Well, it's weird because they like Shanghai's comp literally does everything against their comp, right? Like Shanghai's comp has like all of the advantages, and they
Did he
usually
just
should be
go
winning
into the
fights.
hammer?
And it looks like Shanghai will take the first capture.
Yeah, there's this. I don't think this is a map for Soul's comp, especially with the Farah. The Farah is very effective on this map.
See, but I said that before, and then Soul won, and
Oh.
Lux is
Oh,
dead.
they're still They're winning the fight. It looks like they're winning at least.
Boss is about to get shattered. I don't think it should matter, but maybe.
He's gonna shout. You know he's gonna shout. What I tell you.
It was a complete whiff. Complete whiff. Yeah. Lux is back with that. That's basically calling it. Dakota is now onto the Somber, at least has been for an entire push-in, judging by the 30% ult charge that she has. It's kind of an interesting pick here, I would say, unless her plan is just to hack the Pharah out of the sky. I don't really see what the point of it here is. We'll see.
Oh, hash on McCree, alright. Rhine Diva. Let's see how that works though.
Yeah, Lux is up in the sky. Yep.
Lux is one, nice. They're huge. I'm not sure if they're gonna. Oh, huge, yep.
Yeah, Dakota has already found the value that she needed
Boss
to
with the
with that pair.
absolute unit of a charge.
Jots, we don't need to talk about that. That was... Well, it was embarrassing. But we don't need to talk about it.
The Mercy's still behind them. Will they see the Mercy?
They could stagger her pretty hard here, or they'll just murder her. Just kill.
Nah, she was contesting points. So
no, they captured point already.
Did they?
Yep. Yup. They had captured point. But you know what? They just wanted to kill that Mercy. Still a little bit of held anger from the Moth meta that seemed to be so long ago, yet still so hated. Slam down.
Oh, huge. Absolutely.
Massive. He predicted the charge, and he made the most of it. Still no one died.
Boss is gonna die here.
Himself, but finally, his team finds the opportunities and benefits from
The
the
loot.
space that he created.
Right, oh, Hunter with that lucky kill. The Lucio was like one shot and he just jumped straight into his orb. Poor Crankle.
Poor Crankle. If that isn't kind of the subplot of this entire series, poor Crankle. Bossins being an absolute mad lad with his Earth Shatters, and Crankleton just kind of getting shit on.
Hash getting ready for that.
Crankleton will get res. This is actually an advantage now for Shanghai.
Oh,
Let's see what they do with
that's the Valking Mercy down. So they don't have the Valk for the next push, but Lux using Thunder Hammer.
Yeah, I'm thinking here that Seoul's best game plan is just to try and contest for as long as possible. Considering that they have the Somber, it's not going to be that difficult to keep going until around about 85% here. Maybe even close to 90 if you're lucky.
Crankle dying once again.
Goddamn Crankle.
Oh, Crankle, man.
If Hashmir, if he had kind of abused the Fan the Hammer a little bit more, it's possible that they win there. But what really matters here is how many ultimates the side of Seoul has online. There are some ultimates for the opposition as well, but the big key one is this EMP. If they use it at the right time, especially with that Diva Bomb, nothing else that Shanghai has will even matter.
I might need this later.
They have no defensive volts for it. Well, oh, I think they're gonna make a push with that.
And there's the EMP.
Huge.
But that's basically guaranteed.
Absolutely
this
huge
point is
play.
going to be going Seoul's way. How much you can do about that? A beat to bring things out, to close us out of that point. And yet again, we end.
Look at that.
Yet again, we end with fucking Dakota dancing in an emo.
Rolled and smoked.
Rolled and smoked. That is now 2-0 for Seoul.
Oh, nah, plug. Oh!
Got him!
I actually plugged. Oh my god.
Well, this makes me want to quit Overwatch. 9 Earthshatter kills,
16 Thunder Hammer kills. No. Over half of his kills were Thunder Hammer kills.
Absolutely disgusting. At least everyone voted, as is their right. Vote, kids. Score on the right. It was a 1. I couldn't believe it was a 1. And now I really can't believe it's a 2. Yikes. Well, we might be on map point here. Looking at this, let's see.
Dude, poor Crankle. He kept dying every time I went to him. Oh shit, I dropped my shot.
Poor Crinkle. And now in the Discord, eBuds at one point said something along the lines of that if sub egg for Crank. Oh. Crankleton.
Oh
gets
yeah, no,
one.
Muhammad isn't even at 290. He's at 130 now.
Oh. That's so wild, dude. Oh god. What was it? Sub egg for Crank. Okay.
Oh, Egg's the one that yoinked my players. And he's my son as well.
My son. Jesus. We got 16 viewers now. No one can believe this, neither can I. And you know what? Here's the thing. The funniest part, Seoul, for so long, has been the underdog in this league. And you want to know why? It's because they're golds. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine that they're golds. Because guess what? Their team, at the moment, is showing the most cohesion and the most teamwork out of literally any team that has ever been shown in this entire league. And literally all that they're doing is comboing ultimates. That's it. That's all that they're doing. Every other team has depended on like single player hero plays, but Seoul literally cannot do that because they don't have the individual talent. So instead, they're leaning on their DPS and they're leaning on ultimate combos, and you know what? I kind of love it. So, as we go on to what could be the last map of Shanghai's season, which is going to be King's Row, let's see if these two teams shake things up.
Oh, my cat's leaving me. I didn't show him enough attention.
Unlucky?
Now
Poor Muhammad.
King's
Hey, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that. No. Don't be eating that. No. No. Don't eat that. No, stop eating that. No, stop. Stop.
Alright. We are now on King's Row.
Alright.
Now, King's Row is a map where you should not be allowed to just get away with cheats.
Oh no. Oh, I knew it. There are two heroes Plug would play.
I'll be watching over you.
King's Row is a map where you should basically have to just play good Overwatch. And if you try and do anything else, if you try and cheese something, you should be pretty harshly punished. It's one of the best maps in the game for that reason. Let's see how Seoul wins using cheese anyway.
I like the first point and the final point. I hate the second point of this map.
I love Streets. Streets is so good.
I hate it so much.
It's like the best C9 area in the game.
5, 4,
Defending it kind of sucks, but I love attacking it.
1. Attackers incoming.
Speaking of, I have to imagine it's gonna suck trying to defend against the Seoul powerhouse maneuver that's about to come out here. Although both sides, yep, Dakota goes out a little bit and finally sets up the teleport. They're now ready, loaded for Bear. Be surprised if Hashmir can really see anything through that shield in order to shoot at. It seems like Plug is finally finding a little bit more of an advantage there until now. Both sides have their Reinhardts down.
Whoa.
Now both sides rezzing them up.
We're going in. Look at Hash. Oh
Yeah,
no,
but
where's Plug?
Plug
Where's
up
Plug?
top.
Where's
Death from
Plug?
above.
Where's Plug? Look at him go.
Look at him go. That's probably the farthest he's gonna get.
Oh, and the
Quite a lot of
Dakota
damage.
stops him.
Yeah. That's the story, isn't it? Hashmir does a lot of damage, and then you find out, oh wait, it was all Dakota.
Hello.
And then
It's
everyone
just
dies.
Dakota doing everything.
Yeah. With Dakota with her trusty partner, Jax, the shield maiden, Brigitte.
Power grows.
The boss is getting a 6-man shout of this game.
यही परम वास्तविकता है.
Alright, now looking at these two, it's gonna be kind of an interesting situation. Let's see. Okay.
It's a wallop, and they just vanish.
Absolute.
Oh, look at that. Pin, look at that absolute madman.
I mean, it's I can just leave it on Dakota for a bit, I think, because all the most interesting stuff happens for Dakota.
She keeps changing her skins every game.
And you know what? At a certain extent, I kind of appreciate that. It keeps things fresh, it keeps things new.
Oh, they didn't manage to touch. Oof. Hash is just doing what Bastion does.
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean,
Sit on payload and just kill stuff.
it's just like I can just leave it on her. Like I'll change it just cause, but like
Oh, we can't even say poor Crankle this game.
we can't even say poor Crankle. Although I think that we can, because Crankle, this is truly his poorest state of being taken off of the roster, subbed in, subbed out for someone else. And goodbye, Plug. Rest in pieces, robot boy.
What's Dakota doing? What is
Well,
this?
what's Dakota doing? It's literally always the question of what is Dakota doing right now.
Oh, she's still there. She's still there. She should just say that. I'm not sure if Justin resettled.
Yeah, Dakota, what are you doing? Dakota, what are you doing? That teleporter is loud. I would be very surprised if no one heard her just set that up.
They don't know.
They know.
They
know. Oh my god, they must know.
At least I got all of the whole team's attention.
Well, yeah, that was the goal. I just wanted to distract them.
Got his goal. Shanghai's got the ult advantage here. Or do they?
That's always the question. Do they ever truly have the advantage anymore? Do they? Just ripping through them. Lux managed to get a 2K with the tire, but again, Soul's just moving the cart forward. Just moving the cart. It shouldn't be allowed to move the cart as soon as 2 people die from that.
Hash needs to definitely use healing more as Bastion. Whenever I see him, he always lets himself get down to low health.
Well, maybe. We'll see whether or not that ends up being the remedy to his problems. But with 3.5 minutes left to go, I think that Seoul has yet a lot of family recipes left to test out and see what ails their sickness. And this is a sickness.
Oh, Plug's not even on a Bastion.
Yeah, he's
something I didn't expect him to play that. He's still on top, but let's set up.
Oh,
he's just mowing down.
Jots! He knew exactly what I wanted, and he did it. What a madman! Now,
what did he do?
Coming down, he booped the Roadhog off the map while he was asleep, or while he was slammed down. Yeah, they walk it in. I mean, what can you say? What can you even say? You can't say anything. That's the joke.
Okay.
Okay, well, say whatever you were gonna say.
I was gonna say that Seoul's the alpha team here.
I think Seoul might be the alpha team here. I think that's what we're seeing. I think
You'd never expect it.
Yeah, I mean, I've said many times at this point, I never expected it, and here we are. Like, here's the thing. Honestly, if I was, you know, queuing up, playing some good old fashioned Overwatch, and I played against the Seoul 6 stack, whether I won or lost against them, I would Q dodge. I would just wait for like 5 minutes because they're so wild, so unpredictable that literally like no conventional rules matter anymore.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's predictable when I'm there. I normally just play Farah. Because goats.
Yeah,
The enemy
sure.
team always runs goats, so I just go Farah.
But then you have these lads. Dakota
Turret in
playing
place.
Sim and Sombra very well is really, really rare for someone who's about platinum. Like, if you play Sombra well, you should be somewhere like mid-diamond at the very least. Let's see. It's the GOATS composition coming out from our boys, the Shanghai
GOATS.
squad. But here's the thing. Bastion beats GOATS. Like, Bastion is
So
actually
so
a counter to
unoriginal.
GOATS. So, this isn't a solution to their
Well, what's
problems.
Justin doing? Justin's overextended by himself. That's not good.
Justin's playing with fate a little bit here. He'll still live. His team support him as much as they needed to. But again, like, they just need to leave Hajmir on high ground. Hajmir shouldn't even be down here. Like, he's getting kills, he's getting D-max, but it's so risky compared to just leaving him on high ground. Also, and they kill Suck My Egg. They could have left him for the remake, although yeah, it was pretty close to it. But again, it's like so there are kind of small faults I kind of see with how Seoul is approaching this, but it doesn't even matter because at a fundamental level, the comp that Shanghai is running does not beat Bastion if he's up top. And that's all of Defense Matrix, so now Hajmir just gets to rain Hellfire. They'll probably give up a tick here, never mind. Boss once again.
Boss, the absolute unit, the absolute unit.
The absolute unit.
Okay.
Dakota, the absolute unlass.
Oh, they're going.
Unit
I think they're going high. Are they going high ground? They're not. Oh,
They're not going high ground. They're going back to spawn.
Nothing new. Dakota popping up.
Yeah, nothing new. I mean, this is Shanghai's kind of struggling here, ain't they? They're kind of grasping for straws, gasping for air. They have no idea really what to do here. They're only like the only person that can contest Hajmir is Suck My Egg. It's the only one, unless they speed around and go up top. But then Hajmir can just teleport away with Sim. And there goes Lux. And now Hajmir, he just feels really confident right now, so he just goes down here. There goes the slam,
So
but
you
since
found-
Hajmir didn't fall, he'll just mow people down anyway.
Yep. No, you can't stop him.
You can't stop him.
You can't stop him.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, come on, just for another minute, and then I can laugh at Shanghai.
We're all laughing at Shanghai already. This
What?
is an
Oh.
interesting spot. And they've already
They're
decided
all
against it. They've already decided against it. They were up there for like half a second. They were like, no,
They
thank
have
you.
no. Oh, Shanghai only has one ult, which can easily be stopped by Bastion.
Helden sterben nicht.
55 seconds left to go. Plug is already dead. That
Oh,
barrier is already dead.
plug, casual plug.
Bomb doesn't
Ooh,
actually get
Hunter.
anything.
Oh. Hunter's lucky there.
That
He was
bomb,
just out the range.
that bomb was
Oh.
probably like the last
Boss
saving
being
grace
the madman here.
that Shanghai had.
They tried to
Go
push
on,
through there,
Hajmir.
and he just
Go
sat
on.
down there.
This is, make no mistake, Dakota
Oh
may
no,
have
they
been
got
caring
both
for
the
this.
tanks. They got both the tanks.
Dakota may have been caring for this entire
Hash
time.
is still
This is
there, Hash is
Hajmir's
still
show
there. They solo
right
roll.
now.
They solo roll.
Oh, and what a terrible finale.
Can they rest? They rest.
They rest.
Jots!
Shots!
Jots the madman. Oh no. Oh, that's it.
This is
That's
it. This is the end
That's it.
of Shanghai's
That's it.
season. Dr. Koala's gonna try and contest for as long as he can. I don't think he's gonna manage to get nearly as much as he hopes for. That's it. Clock is in overtime.
They
The wicket's
tried.
burning down.
It's
No one's
it.
gonna be able to
Yes,
touch.
yes.
That's it. In a 3-0. Seoul beat Shanghai.
Actually rolled. Actually rolled.
Play of the game.
Yikes.
Hash Bastion. Are we doing 4th map?
We are not doing 4th map. We did 4th map for the others because they wanted to do a 4th map to kind of. It was kind of to test out strats. Also, kind of. I feel a bit of like bit of a honor play for whoever it was that lost. They lost, so they don't matter. But yeah. It was Philly. But I don't feel like that same courtesy is going to be extended or that Shanghai would really want it. So yeah.
Alright. Is there another game today?
There is one more game today, yes.
Who's that?
The last game for today is Dallas and LAB.
Oh. Can I stay in cast with you for that one?
If you want to.
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
It's a fun time. I don't think that the next game is going to be as good as this one, but it's certainly been interesting. And now I'm gonna try and yoink some of the players over here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and yoink some of the Seoul players into a Discord call.
Are we just gonna go into general?
Yeah, we'll just go into general. If the Seoul
alright.
people can hear me, I think that they check out the interview. No map 4, Abby, because that was a special exception. Fell to Brick and Sim, not Bastion. Hey, they fell to Bastion on that last point pretty hard, dude. Bastion was the reason why they full held that point. Delete
Are you
Brick,
DMing
Johnson. Yeah, I can just go to the Seoul
Alright, let's
Discord.
see. Wait, let's get Dakota. Let's get Dakota. And Hash. Dakota and Hash. They were the MVPs in my opinion. Although everyone did an amazing job.
I'm joining general chat or general voice in the Seoul Discord.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join with you. Hold on.
All right. Let's see who joins. Hola. Hello?
Hello. How's it
Hello.
going?
It's going good. Let's go ahead and give a quick second, see if anyone else joined. I know that Brett said he was going to join. Hold on. Oh, there he is.
Big
Okay.
Can we
Big
mute?
game.
Somebody's stream is feeding into the mic.
Can't go to general trivia. What? What?
What? Hold on. What have I done to it? Have I never done some of the things?
Everything is repeating into the Discord. I'm not hearing any of it, so...
I don't have the stream up.
Oh, I had Chrome open.
Well, there you go. That's the answer. It was your fault, you fool.
It's my fault. I'm a damn fool. Lol.
Hold on. We're in the voice channel on this Discord. Yeah. And where is...
Big game. I knew we could win against Shanghai.
That was a very, very, very fun game. I would love for everybody else to be able to hop in so they can contribute too, though.
Let's see. Okay. looks like Jots might join in a second, and I pinged.
My phone's about to die.
Unlucky. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and say what were your thoughts on that game, my friend? What did you think of that little stomp?
Well, we recently developed this new composition that I at least, have dubbed Goats Busters. Kind of takes advantage of the mobility from the Sim for the Bastion, as well as the bunker for the Rissa with a shield for the Reinhardt, to create like a front line. And it seemed to work pretty well. This was the first day we really practiced it. We had a really fun set of matches, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. So again, you said this was a comp that you guys had not necessarily practiced. So you just kind of went on hoping to prayer. I mean, we've seen this comp work before, though. We've seen this work before. We've seen it work on the ladder. We've seen it work pretty famously. There was a video that came out just like maybe 5 days ago that was 3 owl level players versus a 3 stack of players who use Bastion, Sim, and Orisa, and they just fucking demolished goats. Like, that comp just demolishes goats.
Well, that was the primary intention of the Bastion improvement. I mean, frankly. Oh, hey, Dakota.
Okay. I thought it was in the main Discord. My bad.
Oh, no.
We weren't gonna be in there with all the normies.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, we really played it today, but it was really fun. We had really open communication. We kept comms really clear. We had designated shot callers, and we kind of communicated our way through it.
How much was Muhammad shouting?
Not really, surprisingly.
It was good shouting.
So, me and Bread Boy over here kind of, we kind of came up with the hypothesis that while it wasn't necessarily your plan to use the Bastion as bait so that they would get in close and then Dakota could clean all of them up, it still ended up happening quite a lot of times. So at a certain point where you guys kind of just like, well, whatever. If they go in close, we have a Sim. If they don't, then we have a Bastion. At any point, was there any kind of like thinking on the fly where you guys were like, it's just working, dude. Let's just keep going.
I was just like, it's just working. I didn't even realize that Bastion was bait and that it worked.
Well, I also really don't want to discount Jot's Brig gameplay. He had a lot of kill participation throughout all of that, and I think he and Dakota really put in the work to keep our Bastion safe and just kind of make me have to do nothing more than really pocket and then Valk at the right moment.
I don't think we would have done it without a Brig, because the armor saved me like 10 times.
Yeah, exactly. That armor came in handy so much during that extended team fighter when we got taken by surprise.
Well, that Brig armor is really... It's got such powerful synergy with Sim, because Sim's shields go over the armor anyway. So, yeah, I can imagine that that's probably a pretty pivotal part if anyone wanted to try and replicate this. And I imagine, like, if you can get a team of 6 people who can, like, communicate their roles pretty decently, and you guys had stumbles. You guys stumbled on Hanamura.
Yeah.
Getting instantly demolished. Because your shield went ahead, and you guys didn't necessarily... The Bastion didn't kind of catch that memo. But the longer it went on, the cleaner the fights got, and the easier it seemed to get.
Yeah, we had... we honestly... I have a lot of fun playing with my teammates, because right now we're still a pretty small team, so we play together a lot when we do have to play. And it's nice to have gotten to a place with everybody where we kind of just intuitively know that everybody's got their role handled, and that everybody's going to be popping off in the ways that they need to be at the right moment.
So, Chibi, you probably know this better than I do. So, Goats is about getting in and getting out really quick, right? Or am I getting that wrong?
Goats is about... so much sustain. Goats is about so much sustain that you can afford to make minor mistakes that like many other comps couldn't, because eventually you just have so much healing anyway, and you have so many ult combos that it just doesn't even matter. Like, you can't beat, like, nothing beats it unless you get like a lucky pick with like a Widow shot or a Hanzo pick. It's just so consistent. Like, the idea behind it is massive take space and just nothing ever dies.
I gotcha. Because our comp, I think, is kind of similar, but I don't think whatever we just ran isn't doesn't need as much heals as goats.
Well,
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, no, but you're kind of right. So you're kind of right in that it's the same idea, but it's a little bit inverted. So instead of being this team that never dies, you're a team that kills incredibly quickly, but you're also a glass cannon. But that gets solved by the fact that you have a brig for armor, and you have a teleporter to just go wherever. So it's kind of an anti-goats comp, and if Bastion was like a little bit better as a hero, then it would probably be the standard anti-goats comp. I'm really surprised a team used it in this league, and I'm more surprised it was you guys. But either way, it worked really well, and it's unfortunate for Shanghai, but I'm really glad to see they worked for you guys at the very least.
Shanghai got
We're
rolled.
willing to try.
Buy a
Weird.
basket.
Well, in any case, was there really anything else that you guys had to say on this? Your next game will be next weekend when the finals will be, technically semifinals, and the day after that finals. We don't quite
Wait,
know.
hold on.
Mhm.
No, hold on. What did
Don't we play tomorrow?
we
Yeah.
play tomorrow? We play
Oh,
LAS
you
tomorrow.
do.
Yeah, we do.
So
Guess who's
for
guess who's
any-
casting that game?
So for anyone who didn't know this, because not everyone gets to see the schedule, whoever won this game has to play an extra round than like any other team would. So you guys have a little bit of a steeper hill to climb, but we will, in either case, see you tomorrow.
That
Gotcha.
sounds good. Looking forward to showing everybody what we got.
I look
Okay.
forward
Bump them as
to
well.
seeing it. And with that, we'll go ahead and let you guys get out of here. It was a pretty fast game, but we still have to let teams get ready for the next one. So, adios, ladies and gents, and Bread, thank you for helping me cast this one.
Thanks, Trivia.
See you
I
later.
want to cast the other one.
You can cast the other one. All right, those two left. I didn't expect them to just leave. I probably should have just said, "Hey, you two leave, and Brett and I will stay." But I wasn't intelligent. So anyway, basically what I just said. The next game will be Dallas versus LAB. I don't know if Dallas has a team anymore. Because
No, I think they do.
They do? Okay, because I know that a lot of them have gone over cap. Anyway, so with that being said, it's looking like we're good to go. The next game will be in just a little bit, and Bread. I guess you'll
When
be
is it the
returning.
next game?
First game's at 11. Second game's this is my time, so I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific.
I'm EU. I don't know.
We'll
Is it in an hour or two?
It'll be in 45 minutes.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, so next game's in 45 minutes. That's when it should start. It will start late, as all of them do. But beyond that, we're good to go. Yeah, it's for EST. I got them confused, but it doesn't even matter because it's still 45 minutes from now, so don't correct me like that ever again. Or I'll kick you from the Soul Discord, because I can do that, because I have Soul ownership.
No.
Yeah, I do.
No.
I own the Discord. I own the Discord.
No.
I own all of
You
it.
can't kick
I
me
can
out.
kick you.
No,
I can kick you
I'll
off
find my
of
way
it.
back. I'll find my way
I
back
can
into
ban
it.
you. I literally have the buttons right here. Kick Bread. Ban Bread. I own you now. And much like I own this stream,
No.
and because I own it, I say that right now is when it ends.